The tough protective shell that houses a delectable delight earned the marula fruit the name hard nut. This walnut-sized fruit contains 2 to 3 seeds with a delicate nutty flavour. While it is little known globally, marula is traditionally used for food in Africa and is of considerable socio-economic importance. Judith, an entrepreneur in the Bulilima village of Plumtree, Zimbabwe, is the chairlady of the Vusanani cooperative, consisting of 10 members, youths, widows, as well as the elderly women. These are enterprising women who have resorted to tapping into the jewel of treasure hidden in the marula fruits, an abundant source of wealth stored up in their forests.
We started this project in 2010 in partnership with Sapphire, who joined us towards the end of their calendar year. Unfortunately, they left us before we were adequately equipped. In 2015, we partnered with Forest Forces.
The Forest Forces project has, among many other issues, also supported communities in development of value chains, particularly for naturally occurring products like marula, as well as Baobab Mangetti. These are usually found in the wild, and people do not usually use them to make money. They use them for personal use, but in fact, now we have the opportunity using this project for development of their own household incomes as well as community income.
The marula seeds are loaded into the presser and crushed into oil, mainly used for face and body products. The Forest Forces expanded the marula potential through a wider range of products. Funded by the European Union, the project launched this group of industrious women into the depth of their potential through a host of training programs.
The focal point of this training was to make people realize how important our natural resources are, more especially our trees. We were encouraged to use our resources to make money. We were also taught how to read the weather forecast. This included learning how to read different weather patterns, when to plant trees and when not to plant trees.
The education given yielded to the realization that a tree planted translates to a yielding business investment.
We have also provided equipment to use this to get pulp, the seed being crushed to make it into cooking oil.
The marula fruit produces a high-quality oil. However, without proper strategy and value addition, marketing it can be a daunting task. Forest Forces thus proceeded to assist Vusanani Cooperative with branding and stickers for their packaging.
This year, we processed 160 litres, of which we have sold 100 litres already. We did not know where to sell our oil before. Forest Forces taught us to package in smaller quantities, like 50 millilitres and 100 millilitre bottles. This enabled us to sell even to the local community.
Their local marula oil market grew across the country and beyond.
Forest Forces stepped in and opened new doors for us. We used to complain about the absence of market for our product, but at this point, our client base has grown rapidly between 2016 and 2017. Now, we are making a lot of money. We went to South Africa, sponsored by Forest Forces. When we returned, we managed to increase our productivity because we realized we could compete with other nations.
Alton Hadzisa, a prominent pharmacist, is one of Vusanani's regular customers. He was inspired to formulate a marula oil product used as a cosmetic for women's hair. His motivation was simple: The quality of this indigenous resource was outstanding, yet little is known about it back home in Africa.
I buy the Marula oil at $26 per litre. That's what the price that we've agreed. It corresponds to the international market price.
Alton also explores excitement that brews amongst pharmacy staff, whom he has given Marula training.
These are Zimbabwean pharmacies run by Zimbabweans, and these people know when they benefit from selling the Marula oil, I benefit, and they know that their rural relatives, they also benefit. This is the exciting part.
Vusanani's production cost of Marula oil is $20 per litre. After selling the oil at $26, they register a 30% profit per litre. Exciting to them is the fact that they always manage to exceed this profit margin by considerable proportions. They supplement their oil income with the Marula pulp jam. And a third product, Marula Butter, a byproduct of the oil-crushed Marula nuts. After selling 100 litres this season, the group made a profit of $2,600. The cooperative also invests its retained income in other enterprises.
On our last trip, we had 9 cows. We sold those cows and bought 10 heifers. Last season, we had $2,000 that we set aside as a group. We used that money to settle our deposit for heifers.
Vusanani's success story is an inspirational tale that has seen 11 similar cooperatives sprouting from Bulilima. It is through the vital training that the Forest Forces Project has provided to the group.
We were also taught that as a group, we should have a constitution that will guide us always.
Accountability and professional conduct is key.
We keep records of all our sales. We reconcile all the sales and calculate how much profit we have made.
Marula is not the only indigenous fruit the project has been promoting. The project has also been promoting fruit from the Baobab tree. The tree is a gigantic icon of the savanna, and its fruits have a prickly, velvety, coconut-like shell. On the inside of its hard casing is the dry, whitish pulp of the fruit. Zacchaeus Nachi of Gujganga in Chimanimani is the founder of the Baobab Delights under the Forest Forces Project.
Our initial capital injection was a cash deposit of $300, which we used for the main purpose of procuring plastic packaging and other additional ingredients for our freezers. From this initial investment, we were able to generate close to $1,000.
Similar to the support that the Marula project got, Napi Tapi Delights also received extensive startup capital investment, namely a pulp grinding dehuller machine, fluid packaging machine, oil presser, a freezer, and a sorting table. Zacchaeus and his team are excited. A modern spacious facility was constructed for them by the Forest Forces Project. This will cut down on their rental costs of production considerably. The greatest investment they received was an extensive impartation of knowledge. They were educated on participatory marketing systems development to identify product markets. They were also educated on planting a variety of indigenous trees. The Baobab Delights model is not to go into the forests to harvest the fruit. They buy the baobabs from the local communities.
The community will also benefit from a certain percentage of commission, which will be contributing towards environmental management programs. This has motivated our traditional leaders to step in and formulate bylaws that protect the forest. The community as a whole is also working as the guardians of the forest in order to monitor those who may vandalize the resources that yield returns to them.
Claudius Ngwenya of Gwalumba village has also discovered a newfound love for trees.
In our village, we formed an association that will help in planting trees.
The Mangetti seeds are an oil-rich indigenous tree that grows in the savannas. The Lupane Forest Produce team are in the business of tapping this oil. They also received startup investments such as machinery, education, and market linkages.
We did not know that the Mangetti tree has oil in it. The project has managed to put Lupane on the map. People now know that there is oil in Lupane that is part of the production of skincare products.
The tree and the forest are an abundant source of wealth. They are the point of connection for the collector, the processor, the pharmacist, retailer, and end user. The benefits of the forest are infinite. Their preservation is a direct variable to mankind's entire existence.